What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video, and today I'm going to be talking about why I think Conor McGregor beats Michael Chandler. So if you didn't know, I'm just going to fill you in now. Just recently, just today, Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler got confirmed. It will be the Ultimate Fighter season, and at the end of the season, as per usual, they'll fight. So everyone's been wanting this matchup. He was rumoured to be going against Tony Ferguson, but a lot of fans weren't wanting that, obviously due to Tony Ferguson's recent performances haven't been that good, and he's probably finished. But people were wanting Chandler. Michael Chandler was wanting to fight Conor McGregor, and Conor McGregor teased it about a week ago on his social media, and now it's confirmed. Dana White confirmed it today, and I can't wait, to be honest. I'm looking forward to seeing him return. And I'm just going to be talking about why I think he will beat Michael Chandler. And I think he's going to do it in the first round. So without further ado, let's go. So first of all, you've got to look at Michael Chandler's last fight. It was against Dustin Poirier, and it went 3 rounds, and he lost to a rear naked choke after he lifted Poirier up off the ground on a single leg. And with his power, his very natural power, of course, he lifted him up, slammed him down, but lost his position and got out scrambled by Poirier, giving up his neck, and he tapped. Conor McGregor's last fight it was almost 2 years ago, and he also lost to Dustin Poirier. His leg broke at the end of the first round of the trilogy bout, and what a bad way to lose. But anyway, it's been 2 years. McGregor's legs recovered. He had surgery. He's got a new titanium shin bone in it, I think. And he's back, and they're going to have a tough season. And when it comes to the tough season, honestly, I think McGregor is probably going to win because he's already had a season against Uriah Faber, like nearly 10 years ago now, and that's just going to provide good experience for him. If he can put his ego out of the way and coach people without getting annoyed at them too much, or getting angry at them. And I think he can coach his team to victory. I think he has more fight IQ than Chandler, so if he can apply that to his fighters, and they listen to him, they should do well. But Chandler's very inspirational. Having said that, I think if he has American fighters on his team, I think they'll really rally with him because he's quite motivational in that aspect. So I think it'll be a close season, but I think McGregor's team will win. Team McGregor will win. But moving on from that, the fight itself. McGregor, I'm going to go with McGregor by first round KO, and here's why. So, Michael Chandler, he's an amazing fighter. He's got power, his striking's decent, his wrestling's decent. His jiu-jitsu, I know he got submitted, but it's decent, His biggest weakness is his fight IQ, okay? He makes the wrong decisions constantly in fights. It's like his Achilles heel, really. He just constantly makes bad decisions, when he could probably find an easy finish. Like, he had Dustin Poirier really hurt and he shot in. I don't really know what that was about. Maybe he saw something that the fans didn't, but from what it looked like to me, I think he could have got a finish, and he kind of shot a panic takedown to get one. But his fight IQ is terrible. I don't know how it's that bad when he's fought so many times. Maybe it's the CTE or something like that, I don't know. But he makes bad decisions all the time, and when you're against a fast starter like McGregor, that's like the worst thing you can do, because McGregor pressures you hard. As soon as round one begins, he walks forward, he'll walk you down. He just tries to push you into the corner of the octagon, the fences of the octagon, and he'll just throw kicks, lunging punches, stuff like that. Just really put pressure on you, and I think Chandler will not like that, and he has two options. He has the first one. He'll try and go forward as well and match McGregor strike for strike, which, to be honest, probably isn't going to work because Chandler's chin is a liability. Or option two, which I think is more likely to happen, Chandler will panic and do something really, really stupid under the pressure because he's got awful fight IQ. I feel like he'll go for a massive punch or something like that, something crazy to try and entertain the fans. And then he'll just get clipped coming in. He'll miss on the counter. McGregor just hits him with a left hook. McGregor's left hook is still insane. And and that's another problem with Chandler. he tries to entertain the crowd more than win the fight, and it's really annoying to watch because sometimes I want him to win fights, right? I think he's a fun guy to watch, but like if the crowd are loving it, like it doesn't matter, just win your fight, okay? Try and get a finish, like lifting people up and slamming them. It's not really gonna do any like. It's not gonna change the fight really. You may as well just take them down on a normal single leg. You didn't have to lift Poirier up, and you doing that gave your position up. So maybe in another world, if you didn't do that, you wouldn't have lost that fight, and you'd be in the top 3 right now, and you could be arguing, oh well, one more win and I get a title shot against Islam Makhachev, but no, he messed it up, and it's just things like that. I'm not gonna say striking's bad because I don't think his striking is bad. He went. He went punch for punch at Poirier. He did lose, but he had Poirier rocked a lot of times. And his style, he kind of sits on the very edge of the pocket, and he comes in with huge punches. But now that's all good and everything. But I feel like against McGregor, that's probably not going to work as much because McGregor just doesn't respect you that much. I think he'll just walk into his space. So then he has like. Chandler relies on going into the pocket as he throws the punch, but like he's going to be getting forced into like McGregor's pocket nearly as McGregor walks forward, and he can threaten the leg kick because in McGregor's last fight, I know he lost, but his leg kicks were looking good early on. I don't know why he was throwing them with a damaged like a microfracture in his leg, but anyway, the leg kicks were good themselves. And McGregor's got a spinning front kick. That's also a move he could utilize against Chandler, especially considering Chandler has a gas problem. So, if you're adding up body shots as well, you're going to gas even faster. And that's another downside to Chandler. His gas tank is an issue, because it plays into the fact he tries to entertain the fans by doing crazy stuff, and he just gasses himself out, Do I think his gas tank is that bad? No, but he makes it worse because he tries to do crazy stuff in all of his fights. But just look at the Justin Gaethje fight, for example. He was doing everything. He was doing so many crazy strikes there, just throwing massive punches, winding up on every punch, even if they definitely weren't going to land. And will Chandler go for a takedown? Maybe. He might. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but I think if Chandler is going to want to prove to himself and to the fans, because he loves proving things to the fans, that he's a good striker, so he's going to want to stand and bang with McGregor, I think. But if he shoots in, he probably gets the takedown, okay? I think against the fence, he might find it actually easier against McGregor, maybe. Because McGregor's takedown defense when he isn't on the fence, I actually think it's better. I think his takedown defense is kind of underrated, to be honest. And I don't think there will be a submission in this fight. McGregor's jiu-jitsu is good. I know he got tapped out by Khabib and stuff, and tapped out by Nate, but McGregor's got underrated jiu-jitsu. I know a lot of people are going to dislike me for that, but I think it's true. And Chandler isn't going to go for anything like that. There could be ground and pound if Chandler manages to get it to the ground, but I don't think he will shoot. McGregor in his last fight, he looked quite vulnerable on the ground. He pulled a guillotine on Poirier. That was bad fight IQ, to be fair, but he'll have learned his lesson after that. And I think McGregor's going to walk forward, first round, bell rings. He's been out, but he's going to act like there isn't any ring rust. He's good at putting on a face and making it seem like, it's his territory, it's his place to be. He's going to walk Chandler down, spin and kick him a few times. He's going to go for the 1-2 combo where he leans in with both hands. That's really threatening. That's going to make Chandler want to move back. He's not going to want to go in when there's a risk of that punch. And Chandler's going to crack under the... I know he's good with pressure, but the fight IQ is going to let him down yet again, I think. I think he's going to he's going to get sick of being pushed back, and he's just going to rush in for no reason, and he's just going to get clipped on entry. Because, we've seen it before. Conor McGregor, Jose Aldo. Aldo, he was really agitated in the first few seconds of that fight. He rushed in with a really, it was an obnoxious strike. It was just silly. He just let his anger get the best of him, and he got clipped on entry by the left hook again. So, McGregor's left hook is probably going to sleep Chandler if it lands. Chandler does have chin issues. He's also took a lot of damage in his last fight. He got cracked hard so many times. He almost got finished in that fight, like every round, and he got finished as well. In the first round, he got saved by the bell in the last few seconds. Second round, he took loads of damage, even though that was a better round for him. In the third fight, he took a lot of damage as well, and then he got finished. But yeah, Chandler's damage is adding up, and he's old as well. Okay, I think he's 36. You know, he might be going on to 37 now. I'm not sure. So McGregor's about 2 years younger, I think, 2.5 years younger maybe. So yeah, McGregor's got that. Whose cardio's better, McGregor or Chandler's? Probably McGregor's, to be honest. McGregor's been in 5-round fights against people like Nate Diaz, and I mean, he looks tired, but he wasn't like not doing anything in the last 2 rounds. But I don't think Chandler can go 5 rounds fighting like he does. I think he's got a really anti-gas tank fight style. You know, I feel like if Chandler doesn't find a finish in 2 rounds, it's going to be bad. It's a good job McGregor's gas tank isn't that good either. Otherwise, you know, if this was a fight, this will be a main event, so this will be a 5-round fight, I imagine. I can't see them doing this as a co-main, because this fight alone, they can put it on a bad card and it'll still do, I think it'll do over 1 million pay-per-views, probably like 1.5 maybe. It depends how well they market the fight, but with the tough season that might help. So yeah, I'm gonna say at least probably 1.5. And yeah, it depends. This will be a 5-round fight, so if this goes later, I'm still gonna pick McGregor. But yeah, McGregor first round TKO KO is gonna be my prediction. I think the pressure's gonna get to Chandler. The fight IQ is gonna let him down. He's gonna rush in and he's gonna get clipped by a big punch. And if not, the leg kicks are going to agitate him as well. He's going to be not as mobile as he is, because he's quite fast. You know, he's very athletic. So he's quite explosive. And I think he's just going to take loads of damage. I think Conor should look for the body shots in this fight. Chandler's short. He's got quite a compressed body, if that makes sense. And eventually, after damaging the body enough, Chandler's going to start being cautious of the body, and then he's going to be even more easy to hit in the head. Who's the better boxer? McGregor's got better striking than Chandler. I know he hasn't really got to showcase it in his last few fights and he's looked more poor. But McGregor's boxing's good, you know. There's a reason why at one point he was a double champ. He's got way better, he's much more technical than Chandler, and he's way less likely to do stupid strikes which are going to leave him extremely open. He's got much more conservative boxing style, and especially after the Floyd Mayweather fight, he's become much more boxing heavy. I know in his last fight he looked more karate stance, but I mean, to be honest, against Chandler, unless he's going to throw a lot of leg kicks, you may as well just stick in boxing stance. Will Chandler throw leg kicks? Probably, so if he does, just go with karate. It's not an issue for Conor. But if he goes boxing stance, you can probably tear Chandler apart in the feet and then look for a finish before the end of round 1, just for maximum McGregor stock. And then, you know what, he may as well do it. He may as well call out Islam for a super fight. Will Islam Makhachev accept that? Probably not. I'm gonna say I think Islam Makhachev's gonna say beat someone else, and to be honest, I don't really fancy McGregor's chances against the other top ranked guys in that division. But anyway, that's been my prediction. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe so you don't miss my videos. You know, I'm very active on this channel. You get multiple uploads a week, and yeah, McGregor late first round knockout. And yeah, leave a comment. Tell me in the comments how you guys think it's gonna go, and I'll see you in the next video.